So you wake up every day in your life, and how many of you sit down and say, this is what I want out of today? Does anybody in here sit down and say, this is what I want out of today? If we don't know what we want, then how do we get what we think we want? This is why, listen, and here we just gonna be honest, because I want you to understand something, that the only reason you will never get to where you want is because, number one, you don't internally believe it, and number two, you put people around you that can't assist you. So is it fair if I just share a few principles with you? So the first thing we gotta do is we gotta do a friend checkup. Because a lot of us are hanging around people that have no value, but the problem with it is you don't add value either. So don't feel bad if you look at your friend and you're doing an inventory and say, when's the last time you called me and said, did you get your homework done? When's the last time you called me and said, I know you said you wanted to do this with your life. I want to help you to do it, or have you been staying on track? How many of your friends call you and say that to you? So what I want you to do is I want you to identify what are your top 3 strengths that you have. The second thing I want you to do is identify your top 3 weaknesses. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna help you to build a supporting cast right now. When you identify what your strengths are, every time you talk to somebody and you identify that one of their weaknesses is your strength, what do you think you can be to them? A blessing. You add value. If that person has a strength that matches your weakness, you think that's a better relationship? So what do you think it would look like if you're sitting at a round table and you got people at your table where their weakness is your strength and their weakness is your strength, and then you go back around the table and then your weakness is one of their strengths? That's how you build something. Life is a formula. When you do what, you feel what. And if you do this and you feel great, do more of what makes you feel great. If you do this and it makes you feel bad, don't do it no more. It's that simple. If people bring negative to, get rid of them, right? Negative don't let you grow. No, just go. Just keep going and keep going. Produce a student. Take a student that's a knucklehead, put him under your wing and say, I'm gonna guide you. I'm going to help you. I'm gonna help you get better. And when you take that one knucklehead that can't do much on their own and you put him with an army, he starts to groom, he starts to grow up, starts to become a man, starts to become a woman. What do you think? What do you think people are gonna want to do? They're gonna come. So my question is to you, how committed are you to not just being in the leadership group, but truly being leaders? So leadership starts from within. When you get you to the point where you feel as though you can't lose, you can't be beat. And I don't mean you can't lose, meaning that everything you do, you get a win. I'm talking about when you do something, you keep going and you keep going until you get the results you want. Everything has to be result driven, not your feelings. Get out your feelings.
Hello, I'm Jaden. That's what Pierre said today was touching for me, because I'm kind of going through something too, and like I'm like a lazy person. So like what he said, it motivated me to become somebody better than who I really am. And what caught my attention was he said it's uncomfortable equals growth, and I realized that you got to be in it's in tough situations to become a better person and a better you, and it all starts with you.
Hello, I'm Geneva. I'm from Pittsburgh High School. Him talking really woke up. It was a wake-up call for me, especially because I am in high school. I'm about to be a senior. As far as him talking, it woke me. After last night, I was rethinking my whole life, just trying to, put energy into things a positive way, getting out my feelings about things, just kind of, going. I suggest him.
Thank you for getting this college education that you've given me for free. This is why you can be in high school and you can end up taking college courses, because you're getting college information from people that have been there. Y'all ain't using it. Run around like, yo, I'm smart, I'm intelligent. You better get every bit of information they got. Everything they got. Soak it up. They're going to be so happy that students really want to pay attention and learn, because they got into it not for the money. They got into it to help you. This goes both ways. This ain't just who comes into your life, are you value to them? Attitude, how you look at it. How you look at it. Before I started paying my cameraman, he told me, he was like, yo, I love what you're doing. He said, yo, if I can help, I'm gonna help. He did events, he did stuff for me before I even paid him. I added value. He added value. We came together as one. If he need me, I got him. If I need him, he got me. Is your team like that? Right? So I just want y'all to be able to look, because we talking leadership. I need y'all to be next level leadership. So your attitude has to be that. It doesn't matter. Understand, like, you might be near someone, they're a better leader than you. Accept it. Everybody before becoming a leader was a follower. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go get it. The attitude separates us. So when I'm like 9th graders and you don't have to kill an attitude yet, but you got to develop it. The attitude is the separation of everything. So when you wake up in the morning, I need you to talk to yourself. I need you to clap for yourself when nobody else is clapping for you. When things is hard, I need you to push. When things are not going the way you want it to go, I need you to just look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm built different.
Hello, I'm Edgar Garcia, principal of Tonopah Valley High School. We're a small rural high school in western Arizona. I just had Mr. Evans come out and have an hour-long session that kept our kids engaged, motivated, inspired to do more. He was an excellent speaker. We're so excited to continue the work that he has. He is not a speaker that's a one and done, that doesn't just come here, excites kids and leaves. That's what sets him apart from the speakers that we normally see on the circuit that come talk to our kids. So I'm really excited to continue the work that he has for our students. We're going to handpick some students to continue working with him and hopefully continue to grow that number of students until we reach our entire school body. So thank you very much. I highly recommend Pierre Evans for some work that wants to do with high school students. Thank you very much.